Hey guys, back up here with Tech on TCG. I got Seth here with his Black Mass Saiyan deck, which he went undefeated in tonight's tournament. But yeah, Seth, take it away.
All right. So for anybody that doesn't know, Mass Saiyan on the unawakened side, activate main, you mill 3, you get a black card, it's critical. Any other color, you get plus 5k. So when you're at 4 life or less, you can draw 2 and awaken. And you flip on this side, and auto, when you attack a leader card, you draw. So the leader on the awakened side does have draw. Same thing on this side, activate main once per turn, mill 3, black, critical, anything else red. So I run 2 of the Dark Power Black Mass Saiyan. It's just a good way to kind of stall your opponent out a little bit in the beginning. Yeah, it's just something people don't expect all the time. So that's those guys. I run 4 Intensifying Power Trunks. It's just a great card. 1 drop, take a life, critical. If you've got a Champa in your hand, you can make it a double strike critical. It's actually a win con sometimes. Just comes in real handy for a cheap cost. Then I run 3 of the Saiyan Kaba. Really, this is another win con. Just for 1 cost, take a life, double strike. If you're out of options at the end of a game and you got an energy left, just throw it down. Okay, and I run 3 Beater Stick Yamchas because I run 3 Dimension Support Trunks. It's a great card. Just pressure. And again, he comes in with critical when you play him with this. Throw down a Champa. Just as much. Basically, the premise of this deck is as much pressure as you can apply as fast as possible. Try to win by turn 3. So these guys help with that for sure. And let's see, I run 2 Digging Deep Vegeta. Reason for that is being able to stand him back up and attack again sometimes will win you a game. Situational, but I didn't always run this card in the deck, but he's pretty handy sometimes. I feel like 2 is a pretty good number for him. I also run 2 Burst Attack Sun Gohan. One of the things I might change, I might bump that up to 3. It's a great card, critical. When the card attacks, if you've got 4 or less cards in your hand, you get to draw 2. So sometimes with this deck, you do run into issues with hand size. So if you meet that criteria, it's great to play. And then, of course, got to run 4 of Champa. It just is great. Anything you want to give double strike to, and you got an energy to spare it. Especially like to use him with the leader once he's got crit. Run 4 of those. Run 2 Desperate Onslaught Bardocks. Obviously, really, it's automatic crit. It's great if your opponent's got some blockers on the field. You can finish off a game if they've got 2 life, and say they got, who cares how many blockers they got? You play that, play a Champa with it, game's over. So got that. One of the best cards in the deck, Mira from the Darkness. Run 3 of those guys. 20k. When you play with Overwhelm, it gets critical. Another Champa target. Don't have to pay any energy, which is great. I mean, it's just Overwhelm 4. Just a really solid card. So then we run 3 Bardock Awaken Instincts. It's just really good to get 1 card up. If you're looking for something you don't have, or maybe you just got something you want to get rid of as well, great card. Plus comes in at 20k power for no energy costs, so it's another good card. I run 3 Mass Saiyan Beguiled Warrior. Now, a lot of people that play Mass Saiyan aren't running this card. I think it's a great card. So it's an Overwhelm 4 auto. When you play this card with Overwhelm, choose up to one battle card with Mast in its name. It has to be in your hand and play it, no cost. So you'll play him, and then you'll play him. So you got a 20k double striker. So for 0 energy, 4 cards from your drop to your warp, you've got a 15k single striker and a 20k double striker. Like I said, this deck's all about pressure. As much as you can put in every turn, it's basically just nuke everything as fast as you can, and that's why I think this play should be in more Mass Saiyan decks. All right, and then I run 2 of the heavy hitter foos. If you go first and you activate main, you can play this card turn 2, just because obviously you're not attacking or overwhelming on your first turn. Again, with this deck having sometimes having issue with draw, that draw 2 is great. It's just a good card that you can, with this deck, you can honestly play it pretty early if you want, or you can close the game out with it. All right, and then of course, the only super combo that really makes sense with black. Supreme Kai of Time, World's Protector. Pretty much everybody knows what that is. Plus 10k when you got 5 in your warp draw card. No other choice, really. And then for negates, I run 4 Bedales. I just like to run her because, you're getting combo power as well. This deck is about as offensive as I could possibly make it, so I didn't want to run more than 4 negates. Honestly, to make it even more offensive, I could take it down to 3, but I feel like 4 is a really good number for this. So basically you just get to play it. You get 5k combo power for an energy, and you get the negate. Then, one of my favorites, and the last piece of the deck, I run 3 Kraken Spacetime. If somebody doesn't know about this card, or especially if they don't know about the Mass Saiyan deck, this blindsides them pretty much every time. 15k double strike, especially if your leader's has already gotten 5k and crit from its activate main. Even on the Unawakened side, this is a 30k double strike crit, and you play it early turns. People aren't going to really combo out of it. So you're not giving them hand advantage, and you're whittling them down. And also game closer, too, if you've got it in your hand late game. But that's my deck, and had some good luck with it, and pretty fond of it. It's probably my favorite deck.
Awesome. Thanks, Seth. And also, Killer Matt.
Yeah, thank you, yeah. Guys at Trifinity made this for me. The only thing I told them was, I want Piccolo, I want 17, I want Bardock, and I want Manga in the background. And they came up with this. They did a great job.
In no way at all are they supporting this, but this is a really cool mat.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was Steph's Black Mass Saiyan. There were a couple changes you wanted to make to it after tonight's pulls, right?
Yeah, I went ahead and I put in, really the only thing from the pulls that I put in was the Super Saiyan 3 tag team Son Gohan. You're running Overwhelm every turn, so, when I get more, I'll probably put more in because it's just a free blocker. And I did go ahead and put in the Toa Revenge blocker too, just because, it's good. Do you have to pay the energy cost when... I'm just kidding. This is a question everyone asks. But yeah, no, it's just a good card. But yeah.
And what 2 cards you took out for that?
I went ahead and took out the Dark Power Black Mass Saiyan, just because it's not as good as I initially thought, because it's not, it has to be a skill, which I was made aware of. They can still cast from hand, and it doesn't affect it. So a little bit of a misunderstanding on my part when I first started playing it, but once I learned that, kind of just take those out because it's too situational, really. But I'll still sideboard it.
Nice. Yeah, and these 2 changes I think were probably better anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was Seth with Black Mass Saiyan. Thanks for watching.
Thanks.